My name's Jay Rynenberg. I actually own the JDR Motorsports J-Star Motors KTM team. Originally we were from Australia and we have the official KTM factory team back there. And you know, my ambition as a kid was to be a motocross racer and follow in the footsteps of a guy like Chad Reed and race in America. But turns out I pretty much sucked on a dirt bike, so we started the team, and the next logical step for us was to come to America and do well here in the world's biggest series. Yeah, you know, for me, as a kid, I'm from a really just super competitive environment, and anything me and my family does, we're always racing each other or competing against each other. So, you know, I was raised with the mentality that to be the best, you can't shy away from the best, you have to beat the best. So for us to come to America it's just a quest to be the best team there is, and to rightfully call JDR the best team, we have to win in the USA. For us, the transition to America was stressful, man. Like I lost a lot of sleep, and you know, Nate and Vince, who are our two key members of the team in the US, put in a huge amount of work coming into 2011. It was a new truck, new workshop. We had to restock the parts room entirely, new riders to learn. So it was a huge undertaking. And coming into A1, just to get to that stage for us was a pretty major coup for us. So coming into 2012, it's been a lot less stressful. We've expanded the team in a lot of ways as well. We've got another rider on board in Malcolm Stewart, and then we've got a new motor guy, a new suspension guy. So it's all the logical steps that we have to take and the goals that we need to kick. Well, for JDR, it's not just about win or lose on the racetrack, and that, you know, at the end of the day, that's our main motivation. But I've always thought of JDR as a little bit more like a sporting team, like as in NFL or something. Like you go for the New York Giants, and I want that to be a little bit like JDR. I want our fans to belong to JDR, and I want to offer them something to belong to. So, you know, for Dream Ride, it was telling the JDR story, and it was in a way that no one had ever seen motocross shot before. And for me, I'm young, and I always watched motocross videos just before I went out and rode, and that was always a big motivation for me. So, you know, I wanted to give the fans something that I'd like to see and that I'd like to watch before I went out and rode. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we pride ourselves on our media, and it's something that I'm really interested in and the team's really interested in. So, you know, I think Dream Ride was just the tip of the iceberg for us, and we're going to keep expanding on it and keep experimenting and trying to find new boundaries with video media and trying to tell the JDR story and get our riders' names out there and the brands associated with JDR too. Down the road, I'd love to have it so it's just a complete mirror image of each other. They all have the same sponsorships, same partners, everything looks the same down to the trucks, the graphics. But you know, right now, especially in the economic times, it's so hard to get any support in one place, let alone to get it in two. So, you know, right now we're working towards it, and we have a great relationship with KTM and our partners in Australia, and that's not going to change anytime soon. So, you know, I think we've got time to do it and time to iron out the creases and just experiment with what we're doing. You know, no one's ever been in the position where they've had a privately owned team in two countries like this. So for us, we're still exploring it and figuring out where our boundaries are. I think at the end of the day, our main goal is to be successful in the US. Whether it's with an Australian rider or not, we want to win championships in the US. And if it's with an Australian rider, then you know that'd be great. You know, that's icing on the cake. And even if that rider's still not up to the place where they're going to win yet, we still want to bring Australian riders over and give them the opportunity and try and progress the sport in Australia. So, you know, we're always going to have guys like Malcolm and PJ on the team, but then it gives a guy like Moss a chance to come over and get his feet wet and I guess scope the industry out over here and see what he can do. So the platform's there for Australian riders.